Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Black Noise, a movie about looks like a team of guys with girls with guns who go in to extract someone only to be trapped on a tropical island where a strange noise drives everyone crazy. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 12, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So they go to this island to extract someone or save someone. They find her, but they find the rest of the island deserted because a strange noise causes people to kill themselves and do things that they wouldn't normally do. And they don't explain much beyond that. So, I know, John. It's annoying. It's very annoying. Here, come sit over here. Written by Philip Martinez, Leigh Scott, and Sean Michael Argo. Directed by Felipe Martinez. Don't recognize any of the actors' names. J.T. Fox, is that? It's not one of... Not related to Jamie Foxx, is he? I don't think so. Story by Felipe Martinez. Listen, there's been a couple of movies where sound does weird things to people. And there's been a couple of movies where people are infected or twisted in such a way that they end up killing themselves. But I don't think that they really work. Because it's not a real thing. Okay? One could imagine maybe if people were trapped on the island and for years under some sort of psychological torture, maybe that they would have resort to that, but it seems to me that it's kind of far-fetched, and so you're dealing with kind of an unrealistic premise, and then you're not even showing or hinting at what the hell it is. Is it aliens? Is it a weapon? Is it a person doing it with the weapon? Is it some kind of creature? Is it the island itself? You're not going to tell us anything about it. You're just going to say, well, a team of guys with guns goes to this island to extract a client. Like, that's not a common thing. Okay? You can't just throw that scenario out and say, when you're on an island and you need to be extracted by a team, or you're part of the team and you go to extract someone. No. Back up. That's already a highly unusual situation. So you can't just throw that out there and then throw in another fantastical element and not even really fully explain it. I mean, you can, but it just kind of comes off as, it feels a little incomplete in the trailer. Now, maybe the movie, there's a perfectly logical explanation why this is all happening, but how about hinting at it in the trailer a little bit? It's not that fascinating to see actors go, oh, I can't control myself. Like, we've seen that in movies before. What are you trying to evoke here? If you're trying to evoke horror, you could maybe have an actor, I have to go into the woods. Why are you going into the woods? And they go into the woods and then blam, and then you run over there like, oh my God, she shot herself. Because then you don't know, did she shoot herself? Because you didn't see it. Adds an air of mystery to it. Maybe she didn't shoot herself. Maybe somebody forced her to. Maybe she was shot. You don't know what happened. They don't have a forensic team on the island. At least that way there'd be a little more, I don't know. But here, there's clearly some force causing people to kill themselves or do things, and it's like, the way a screenplay is structured, they can only be killed at certain times. So, for instance, you couldn't kill everybody else in the first act. If someone's going to survive this thing, you couldn't have like 5 of the 6 people get killed and then the last person lingers on for the whole movie. I mean, I guess you could make that work. It'd just be a lot tougher. You want to drag it out and like have one by one, and then there were three, and then there were two. Um, but it just seems kind of arbitrary when you frame it this way. I mean, the scenery's nice. You got a nice island to play around with. But is the whole movie just guys walking around in the woods and in buildings with their guns out going, in case I see something, I got my gun out. Do I see anything here? Do I see anything there? You know, and why does black ooze come out of their ears? That's because of the noise. How does that happen? How does that work? Never saw that happen. See a doctor if that happened. So there's not enough here, in my view, for me to even be justified in watching the movie. I have no idea where this is going. I assume the first act, they get to the island. Oh, we're doing the extraction. It's all very routine, you see. And they go to extract this woman. They get her. And then she's like, oh, everybody's dead. Everybody's dead because of the sound, the crazy sound. And they're like, we're going to get you off this island. Crazy lady. And then for whatever reason, I don't know, their boat's gone, I guess. There's nobody else on the island. It's just the noise in this crying woman. So they, I don't know, lose their boat, and then they're trapped on the island, and then it's all about getting off the island. I mean, it's a little too quick, but fine. And then they spend the whole movie, one by one they die. They're trying to figure out what the noise is. They're walking on the island, they're walking through the jungle. I don't know, I guess they capture glimpses of it. I guess it's an animal. Maybe it's an alien. And then they trick it at the end and kill it. And then live in the island, I guess, because they're trapped there. I don't know. Just not enough here. It's a cool title. I really like the title, Black Noise. The thumbnail had the black guy in it. I was like, oh, that's a little weird. Black Noise is an entire black cast? Is Black Noise the code name for a bunch of, I don't know, a squadron of black dudes who go in and rescue people or something? But apparently Black Noise means the actual noise. I don't know. It seems very weird. And then we're going to have, do I want to watch a movie where the actors suddenly go, oh, I can't help myself? Just seems stupid. Maybe if they unraveled because of the noise, like the noise drove them actually crazy, like they couldn't sleep, they were incapable of sleep. Oh, here I guess. See, he kneels down in front of this girl, so maybe this girl is a hallucination, maybe his lost daughter or something, and the noise is causing him to see that. I don't know. Just weird, like the noise is going to be the enemy in this movie. How do you kill a noise? How do you stop what you cannot see? How did all these buildings get built on the island if this noise was here to begin with? Would be my question. If there was nothing on the island, then I'd be like, okay, the noise kills anybody who comes to the island, they're killed. But there's buildings on the island, so there were construction guys and, architects. And, I don't know, guys who painted the place. So there's businesses on the island. Now suddenly everybody's being murdered because of the noise. You better have a good explanation of it. I feel like you don't, or else there would be something to hint at it in the movie. Just hint at it. Like one of the characters says, "Oh, they Say they were testing a secret government weapon here. Okay, now I'm on board. Now I'm like, okay, it's going to be a secret government weapon. They say the ancient black noise cobra once lived here. Okay, it's going to be like an ancient animal of some kind. Maybe it's real, maybe it's supernatural, but okay, an ancient thing. All right, all right. They say the aliens visited this island once. Okay, it's going to be some sort of alien dealing. Something. Give me a hint at what the heck this is. If it's going to be psychological, then, you know, don't even go into the noise. Go into the characters, I would say. Delve into the characters and why they're going to go crazy. I lost my daughter 6 years to this day, and I took this mission. I should have stayed at home and gotten drunk. Something like that. Sandy was always temperamental and prone to suicide. It's no wonder she killed herself. Like, give us a setup that some of this makes sense. Not just like, well, we're going to do our extraction as is routine on an island in the tropics, and something weird happened. No, you're doing it like, what is this extraction team even for? It's not like, or you could have just sent all these people on vacation. Like, what would have been the difference? That, oh well, they got guns and they get to point them around and walk for endlessly. Like, the whole trailer is them walking around with their guns pointing at nothing. Like, you might as well have just had them all on vacation and the resort is attacked by the noise, and one by one they all just start dying. That to me would have at least, I don't know, grounded it a little bit more instead of the extraction team. I don't know. Maybe I'm complaining because I'm cranky. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more based takes. Check us out tomorrow for the live stream where we do it live at 7 p.m. Hope to see you there. Thanks to all who came out to FanCon in Vineland, New Jersey. Thank you to the librarians at the Vineland Public Library for giving me sandwiches and plying me with water all day, because I really needed it for my throat. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.